All right, boys, what is up? Today is Friday, March 28th. I apologize for the background. My trading view is broken. I don't know why. So I had to also trade on Google today, which is very weird for me to do. I've never really done this, some like TJR shit. But yeah, I made around, I want to say $7,600 today trading the NASDAQ. I made like 1,700 on 3 accounts on Alpha Capital and 800 on each account on Top Step. So it's 4,000 plus, let me check. Just should be, I'll do the math later, but it should be around $8,000, give or take. So let's get into a little trade recap. So coming to market open, I was bearish. Why was I bearish? All right, market is shitting the bed right now. These are my draws. All right. So first of all, if you watch yesterday's recap, you already know the weekly is bearish. We're rejecting a bearish weekly fair value gap. The daily is also, this daily fair value gap is not getting respected whatsoever. On the 4-hour, what do we see? The nearest 4-hour fair value gap is already tapped into and respected. Sweep, fair value gap top, push forward, displacement. What do we see here? Order block, right? We have a sandwich. Move down, move up, candle closure to the upside before a move to the downside, closing below the nearest swing low. Order block, right? We have a bearish 4-hour order block. What does price do? Comes in and pushes into it. What is also overlapped with the 4-hour order block? A 1-hour order block and a 1-hour bearish fair value gap. So price taps into that, respects it, hop down to the 15-minute. What do we see? All right, on NASDAQ, these highs get swept. So liquidity sweep. On ES, what do we see? These highs do not get swept. Right, SMT. So now we have a bearish SMT, right? Hopping down to the 5-minute chart. Yes, we have 2 bearish 5-minute fair value gaps, but I was way too bearish to not go short earlier. So in theory, some people probably waited for this. Another good setup would have been waiting for these 2 5-minute fair value gaps to inverse and then enter off a retracement into this one and an actual confirmation to the downside. I did also forward test this 3-minute IFVG that I signaled to the Discord. Unfortunately, I think most of them lost because their stop losses were here. And as you can see, it kept running. But the risk reward wasn't there for this trade, so it wasn't really an A+ setup. Did not take that trade. I only took this one. So hopping down to the 3-minute chart. There's nothing to see here, right? 3-minute CISD that you could have ended off here as well. But if we hop down to the 2-minute and the 1-minute, we could see how there was a change in state and delivery to the downside here, right? We had a downwards closing candle, a upwards closing candle that takes out the downward closing candle's high, and then a red candle closing below the body of the first down closing candle, giving us a change in state and delivery to the downside, telling us price is ready to push lower. So I actually entered off the creation of it. I didn't even wait for a retrace into it. So I wasn't drawdown for a bit. And then take profit was at London lows that were left untouched. Sorry, I just got a text. Take profit was down here. Sorry, I need to make sure you guys can see. Take profit, London lows, right? And as you can see, we're still shitting the bed. So it's ES. I think we are at a weekly low. We're about to take out previous week's low. Not a bad draw at all. But yeah, overall, great Friday. So 4-hour order block, 1-hour order block, 1-hour bearish fair value gap. On the 15-minute, what do we see? Not much. We did have this 15-minute bullish fair value gap that got created at 9:29, so for market open. But we immediately inversed it, got a retrace to the upside to this bearish 5-minute fair value gap. And you could have entered off this 3-minute IFVG. You could have entered off this, what else? 1-minute CISD right here that you could have entered off this creation. Stops above the high, right? Just like that. And then you could have TP'd at this low, right? This low, this low, this low. All great lows to TP at. We did have news at 10 a.m. We had consumer sentiment, which was supposed to be green folder, but it seems more like red in a sense. I don't know. That doesn't look like green folder news. It actually did move the market a little bit. But yeah, overall, great trade. I'll run you guys through it one more time. SMT at these highs, right? Because NASDAQ took out these highs and ES didn't. We're also in a bearish 1-hour fair value gap, and the 4-hour is rejecting a 4-hour order block, and order flow is just overall bearish. We are in a downtrend. Look at the daily. We're in a downtrend. Look at the weekly. We're in a downtrend. We're going to trade with the trend, right? So we find a 4-hour order block to tap into, a 1-hour order block to tap into, a 1-hour bearish fair value gap to tap into, And then just a simple 1 minute confirmation coming out of that 1 hour fair value gap with SMT at the highs, 1 minute CISD targeting London lows. Now, honestly, the trade was a little bit forced because market open was close. Usually, if this was like 10 a.m., I would have waited for a better confirmation, like this 3 minute inverse or this 5 minute retrace here, like I said. But since market open was coming, there was so much volatility coming to the market. I just wanted to get in early because I knew it was going to take out London lows. Or I didn't know, but I felt like it was. So that was the trade for today. Made around 7,000-8,000. I'll put it in the title so you guys know. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Reach out on Instagram, TikTok, Discord, and I'll be there to answer. So have a nice day. Peace out, boys.